Alright, so today's pool day. In here in the evening because jiu-jitsu, basically cardio got canceled due to the weather situation, whatever the hell is going on there. So yeah, I found out it was canceled. I was like, well, going to the gym in the evening, man. So yeah, but anyway, so yeah, in here in the evening, finally got all those videos that I had stored on my camera and whatnot posted. It took me a while. Well, I was having like some tech difficulties with trying to do some stuff with the post-Arnold video. It wasn't really one specific thing. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, it was like 2 or 3 different things I was having an issue with. So yeah, I had to figure that out, but luckily I figured everything out, and obviously it's posted. So anyway, but I don't know what happened on that push day video. Only thing I can guess is that the wire that connects the receiver to the actual camera, one of the sides wasn't pushed in all the way. So I don't know. I have no clue what happened on that push day video. Of why like you could barely hear anything I was saying. So that was weird. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I need to look at the. I can just pull it up here, but I'm not gonna. Well, I'll pull it up, but I'm not gonna listen to it right now. But I have no idea why whatever happened there happened. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't like keep happening like right now. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't keep happening. It's interesting. So in the pull day video, it's completely fine. In the leg day video, it's like you still get that staticky whatever the hell is going on there. Like it sounds like something's brushing, against the microphone, but still like positive static. But in the leg day video, you can hear me. But it still has that like weird whatever sound to it, but that like the push day had. But yeah, I have no idea what happened with the push day. That's my only guess there is that again one of the sides of the connecting cord was either not plugged in all the way to the receiver or not plugged in all the way on the mic. So anyway, but I've been talking long enough, so let's go ahead and get started. I might have some things in the works, so we shall see. I'm not going to go too much into it now because a couple conversations I need to have. But yeah, I'll just leave it at we might have something in the works, so yeah, just depends on again, outcomes of a couple conversations I need to have about some things. So yeah, we'll see what happens. That's all stuff in the future. So yeah, other than that, let's go ahead and get started here. I'm ready to go. So apologize about the loud ass fan. Well, I was about to say there's not much I can do about it, but it's a lie. See, look at that. Problem solved. Don't worry, I'll plug it back in later. Anyway. I was about to say today was push day. You already know that. Forgot that I was able to record the full video. Hold up. Small tricep feathering, hello? I noticed it when I did the side tricep. I was like, wait, is that real? Holy shit. Yo, that's crazy. That's actually insane. I mean, maybe you guys might have noticed it, but that's, I don't know about a first for me, but, well, I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at pictures to see, like, if I've had legitimate feathering before, at least signs of it, but I'd say my right side, you can see it more than my left. So, that's cool. Anyway, I'm not really sure what I'm doing anymore, to be honest, as far as like what I'm doing with my weight and all that. Side note though, dude, it was, damn bro, it was weird. So, you know, I start doing bench, I only have like, what is that, 185? Yeah, I only have 185 on the bar, and I do my first set of 5, I'm like, damn bro, this crap's heavy. So, I said damn, but anyway, I was like, dang dude, this crap is heavy. So, you know, I get through bench, that's why, so I get the dumbbell shoulder press, I'm like, all right, since bench is feeling heavy with just 185, then I should probably just do 40s for dumbbell shoulder press. Shit was light. I was honestly disappointed. I was like, bro, because at first I was thinking either 45 or 50, because I had forgotten what I usually did. So I was like, I'll just do 40 since I guess I'm weaker today. But that was, I don't know. It was like, I was close to it being the right decision, but I was also off by a little bit. So, anyway, it's whatever. It's whatever. I got sidetracked. So yeah, that's why when I was doing dumbbell shoulder press, it looked like it was light and easy. It's because it was. And at first I was gonna go heavier for the second set, but then I was like, you know, anytime I've done that in the past where it's like felt extremely light and easy, well, I don't know about extremely, but where it's felt like light and easy on the first set, and then I went to go heavier on the second set, thinking just by like, you know, because the dumbbells are in 5-pound increments. Anytime I've gone heavier in the past on the second set, I only end up hitting like 4 or 5 reps, and depending on what I'm aiming for, it's like I'm obviously wanting to hit more than that. So I was like, you know what? I'll just stick with the 40s, see where I get on the second set. And the second set was easy as well. So I was like, you know what? Whatever. So it's just like, I'll just finish out with 40s, because You know, I only was doing 3 sets. And if I had gone heavier then, I would have only done like 5. So maybe 7 at best. So anyway. But yeah, so next time I gotta remember to use 45s or heavier depending on how bench feels. So yeah, I don't know what was up with me today. But what was also interesting though was that on the second set of bench, it was like, it almost felt lighter. I thought about going for a 6th rep, but I was like, a 6th rep. But I was like, you know, do I want to risk dying? Not really. I also have like something going on right now. I'm not really too sure, but I got something going on. So by that I mean I'm not feeling my best. So anyway, but yeah. So anyway, yeah. Trying to think of what else. My mind is blanking right now. Anyway, so I still haven't made Arnold post and Arnold post on for Instagram or not Twitter, TikTok, Instagram or TikTok yet. So still need to do that. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, I mean, really, that's all I got. I don't really have, there's not really much else to say or talk about. So yeah, I do actually need to start tracking my shit though, because if plans work out like I want them to, then depending on certain things, I will need to track my stuff and start prepping for something. But anyway, wait, what the hell? I don't know how obvious, like, you know, depending on how, like, I mean, from here I can't really tell, like, what I'm seeing, but I was just, like, stretching. I had an itch, so I was, like, doing this. But when I do that, it, like, sends a wave through my chest. Yo. I don't know why, but that's, like, kind of interesting. I've never really understood this kind of most muscular where it's like you know, back of the hands together. I've never really understood that. Like, this kind of makes more sense. I mean, just when you do it, you get like immediate contraction. This one's kind of almost, I mean, it depends on how you execute it. Because if you execute it like the palms together, well, I actually don't know what you call that, because technically this is, I'm gonna call this closed hand, or grasping hands. I don't know what you call this one, but I mean, anyway, I'm like just talking about shit, but so yeah, I don't know. I've never really understood the like back of the hands together, most muscular, because it's like, for me it's almost harder, I guess, to, well, I don't know. I've seen it before, but I've never seen it, like, yeah, I've never seen that in a competition until I went to the Arnold and saw Mr. Wesley Vissers use it when he did his, I think he actually did it as a side chest instead. I think. I don't know, I might be wrong about that. I'd have to go back and look, but I saw him do that. I was like, hey, I know that one. But yeah, I've never seen it used in a competition before, so that was kind of interesting to see. But for me, I don't know. I like this one, where it's like kind of wrists, put your wrists together. And then I also like this one, where it's like, just grasping your hands together. And then obviously, there's the normal one where it's just one hand on top of the other. It's the normal bring your arms together kind of thing. I don't even know how we got there as far as conversation goes, but anyway, I need to get pictures. That was probably really loud, I'm sorry. I need to get pictures of the pump, so yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything else as far as like possible future events goes, because I mean, if like those fall through or something, or they just end up not happening, to me that's like giving false hope of something. Fuck. Dude, here's how you know I'm natty. If I have body acne, it's like only in one spot on my entire body, whether it's like wherever it is, but it's only in one spot, rather than like me being riddled with it. Because it's like, if I wasn't natty, well, it also depends on what you take, but yeah, like, I don't even know why this is here, honestly. I don't even know if you can see it, but I mean, if you can, got a fucking thing right there. It like just popped up this morning. I have no idea why. It occasionally happens sometimes, but it's been a little bit since I've had, usually I might get like a couple, well, maybe like one or two pimple whatever's on my face. But yeah, every now and then I'll get something either on my chest or wherever. I actually usually get them on my traps, so it's kind of interesting. Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything else as far as like possible future events or anything. Because like I said, to me that's just giving false hope, and I don't like doing that. So, and I mean, if you don't really understand what I mean, like, if I was to say like what I'm thinking about doing, or what I'm like
in the process of working out. If that doesn't happen, then, you know, I don't know. Well, if I'm like in the process of, or if I'm like thinking about doing something and then I end up not doing it for whatever reason, and you know, you might be expecting that, and it's like, to me, that's like giving false hope, but about, you know, an event or whatever. So I don't really like doing that, because to me that's kind of lying in a way. I don't know. I'm just saying shit. Anyway, what time is it? Is it? Damn, that's crazy. Is it actually that late? Uh-oh. Anyway. Alright, I think my pump is probably gone by now, but I'm still going to get a few pictures. Or I could just grab it from the video. That's also true. But anyway, yeah, other than that, that's all I got. So I'll see you, not tomorrow. I'll see you Wednesday for, what you call it, bowl, which I'm expecting to go well. So yeah, well, I'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll see you Wednesday.